Hey everyone, Nathaniel Rovajans from Nintendo Prime, and this might be the last video today, but I wanted to make sure I got this news to you guys out there that come to me and rely upon me to get you this news. I was going to save it for Prime News tomorrow, but this news is so big it needs to be out on its own, and that is that Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is coming to Nintendo Switch on August 28th. Now, for some of you, you might not care. Who cares? It's just Monster Hunter. Well, for starters, Monster Hunter is a pretty big franchise. One of the biggest franchises and biggest success stories on 3DS. And yes, this is not the Monster Hunter game we all want. We all want Monster Hunter Worlds. But more on that in a moment. I want to focus on this first because the reason I'm excited for this isn't just because it looks better than a standard 3DS port. It looks like they put in some real effort to make it look good. Hopefully I'm showing you some clips here to kind of get your mind tickling about it. But what I want to focus on for a moment is that they are doing something with this game and have done something with this game that I wish was standard on these kind of ports. You can import your save data from the 3DS version of the game to this game, so you don't lose any progress. You don't have to start over. If they did that for Hyrule Warriors, I would be buying Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition immediately when it releases, because that increases the value of the game to me, knowing that I don't have to give up the hundreds of hours, hundreds of hours I've sunk in. I don't know why they didn't even let you do that when the 3DS version came out. You should have been able to transfer your Wii U save file and vice versa. But yeah, that's a really cool thing this game does and allows, and I wish that this was a standard when these kind of ports occur. Now, setting all that aside, obviously this isn't the Monster Hunter game we want. We want Monster Hunter Worlds. We know we're not getting Monster Hunter Worlds. Capcom has been consistent in saying we're not getting it. Doesn't mean it can't be some big E3 surprise or something. But I want to address a couple things with people who say we can't get it because it can't run on Switch. It can run on Switch. Any game can run on Switch. Can any game run well on Switch? Well, no, not necessarily. But it can run. It would just be downgraded, right? It probably wouldn't be 60 FPS. I don't even think it's 60 FPS in the other systems anyways. They would have to turn down the level of detail. They would have to turn down draw distance. They would have to adjust some of the lighting. They would have to adjust some of the shadows and the cascades. But they can make it work. It's not a question of if Switch can run it. It's a question of, does Capcom want to put in the effort for a Switch version? And that is something we don't know. We don't know how much they need to invest to make it work. We don't know if they have a talented team willing to do it, and we don't know that Capcom wants to do it. But what we do know is we're getting Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and it's a pretty damn good game, at least based on what I experienced on 3DS. Kind of like when Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate or whatever came out on Wii U. I played a lot of that as well, and I think I'm pleased with this, even though it's probably going to end up being full price. We're talking $60, so more expensive than the original release, but whatever. I mean, at this point, I don't know what else to say about these pricings they're doing of these ports. They are what they are. You're either going to accept it and buy the game or you're not. But I got to say that the idea of taking Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on my TV and then picking up my Switch and going on the go has me excited. The ability to bring my 3DS save over has me excited. Even though I already sold my 3DS, so I technically don't have my save anymore. But if I did, it's still exciting. And I'm hoping that it sells well. Because if Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate sells well here in the West, that's going to lead to more Monster Hunter games. Remember, this is their first serious attempt at Monster Hunter on Switch. And you might not think a port is a serious thing, but I think it is. I think ports like this that they know are going to perform well, or at least perform decently, is important. Because obviously Monster Hunter has been Nintendo exclusive for like a generation, and Nintendo would like to see more Monster Hunter games. It adds to the variety of the library. Who knows, maybe there's a fleeting hope that if this does well, they'll consider bringing over Worlds. We'll see. After all, World sales are pretty much done at this point. I'm not even seeing it in the top 30 on most charts anymore. So if there's ever going to be a reinvigoration for Worlds, it would be on Switch. And I think to get there, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate needed to happen. So I know I'm tying another Monster Hunter game in with this, which might never come to pass. But I got to keep that hope alive. I just really, really do. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't keep that hope alive, to be honest. And I think it's a more realistic hope than, the fact that I want Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch. That's probably unrealistic. Not because, not because the Switch can't run it, but just based on the history of the franchise. But Monster Hunter Worlds, I think, can come with the Switch. Ultimate needed to happen first. Ultimate happened. You can bring over your save files. Good shit. I'll see you guys on August 28th playing this one. All right, folks. I am Nathaniel Rovagents from Nintendo Prime. And if you like this video, you know what to do. And if you dislike the video, hit that dislike button. Subscribe for more content. And yes, I know my voice sounds like shit. Thanks for letting me know and reminding me for the 20th time today. I am battling a cold and doing the best I can. I will catch you guys tomorrow.